and I'm speaking to you today from SolHenge, and I'm here to help you understand the truth about who you are. Now, what I'm going to share with you today is a follow-on from my last video in which I showed you how to connect to the Earth and Stella stars. And what I'm going to do today as a follow-on from that is I'm going to teach you how to earth sip. And it is exactly as it sounds. You are going to learn to sip energy from the Earth into your body. Now, why would you want to do that? Well, there are two reasons why we earth sip. One is to maintain our health, and the other is to ground us. Now, in terms of keeping your health up, earth energy is extraordinary. The earth is full of chthonic energy, and you've heard in many traditions about kundalini energy and the way it moves through you, and it's depicted as sort of two serpents moving up your spine from your base chakra into your head and illuminating your, it brings you to oneness with everything. And in a way, what earth sipping is, it's kundalini, bringing kundalini from the middle of the earth up into your perineum. Now, kundalini energy is extraordinary. We call it Pythonic energy in the tradition that I've studied. And serpentine energy, kundalini energy, chthonic energy, whatever you want to call it, is the energy of life force creation. And you can imagine how powerful that is. So you are literally pulling the creative energy of life up from the middle of the earth and into your perineum. And once you've got it in your perineum and you understand how that works, you then have the opportunity to move and learn practices to bring to move the energy up and around your body and send it into areas where you're not feeling very well. So, if you've got a sore throat, for example, you could then pull that energy up into your throat chakra. And even last week, just before my meditation class, a couple of us were coming down with sore throats, because it's the season here and everybody's getting ill. And it was me and one of the girls in my class, and we both decided to earth sip into our throats that evening. And we both did it. And when we woke up in the morning, we were absolutely fine. And I only did it for about 3 minutes. And this is what I do when I feel as if I'm under the weather or I'm coming down with anything. I cure myself from the energetic forces that are around me. And that's why I don't have to go to doctors anymore. I haven't been ill for years. And I've got more energy now than when I was a kid. It's absolutely extraordinary. And these are ancient practices which have been lost to us, because in times gone by, we've had these practices since the dawn of time in, ancient traditions and ancient tribes, but they've had to be secreted away and kept hidden for their own safety. And now it's time where everybody all around the world is coming up and out with this ancient knowledge, and they're willing to share it with you and everybody so that we can all have the opportunity to use these practices for our benefit and for the benefit of all of humanity and the earth. And I myself have been given permission by my teacher, because the practice that I'm about to show you used to be really secret until a few years ago. And now it's incredible. You're getting an opportunity, for free to use something and to understand something and to share something with all of your friends and families that really is intrinsically going to change your life. The reason these practices have been around for so long is because they work. So that's the first reason why we do earth sipping. Now, the second reason why we do earth sipping is it grounds us. Now, we've all begun to see the scientific research and conclusions around negative ions in the earth and how negative ions affect our well-being. Basically, anything that's positive ions makes us feel ill. It's kind of like having a stress on your body. So, for example, Wi-Fi. And that's why when you walk around barefoot on the earth, you can relieve yourself of a headache, your blood pressure goes down, and your sense of well-being starts to really rise. And obviously, if you're pulling chthonic energy from the middle of the earth up into your perineum center, your base chakra, then you're going to start really feeling the effects of the negative ions within the earth and the earth energy as a whole. So it grounds you. And something else that's so important about grounding with Mother Earth is that when you start connecting with Mother Earth, you begin to understand that she is your first mother. She's the divine mother of all creation, and that you are connected to her. And this is a teaching, it's an understanding that we have completely lost in our modern culture. And this is why we are raping the natural world. We have become so utterly disconnected from nature and from our planet that we are literally destroying her from under our feet. We've become disconnected from our hearts. We're all in our egoic, survival, fear-based mode. And we've forgotten that we are part of nature, that we are natural beings. We are not designed to be indoors on computers and on Wi-Fi and television and all of those things all of the time. We're designed to feel good when we are out in nature, by the sea, walking in the sand, hugging a tree. You know, we feel better when we're out in nature. So that's the second benefit of this. You really begin to connect, reconnect again with Mother Earth. So I'm going to stop talking now, and I'm going to teach you the practice. Now, as this is the follow-on from the other video, what I always do before I begin this practice, and what you need to do as well, is to connect to the Earth and Stella's star. And I show you in detail how to do that in the video that's gone before. And the reason we do that is it sets up an energetic thread, or a connection, that goes from the center of the earth, so that's the base chakra of Mother Earth, all the way up through you, through your perineum, up through the middle of the body, up out the crown of your head, and it goes up and up and up until it connects to the stellar star, which is the sun. And that is the divine father, divine masculine energy. And when you're connected to the earth and stellar star, you can really feel your place in the world. And it's a really good idea to have an awareness of that thread, because we're going to use that thread in order to earth sit, basically. Now, we call that in my tradition a golden thread of light. But in other traditions, you would call it the Pranic Tube. And so basically, it's a tube that goes down the middle of your body, and it connects all of your energy centers through your body. And you can expand this tube at will, or close it a bit. And so as we begin this practice, you're going to go and connect to the earth and stellar star, hopefully, and then come back and do this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain this to you a couple of times, because this practice is a little bit complicated to begin with, and you really need to get the rhythm and the mechanics of it. And once you've got the mechanics of it, you can kind of let that go and let all the counting and the breathing sort of become natural, and then you can really focus on what the breath is doing and how the breath is making you feel. So this is how it goes. It's a 4-part breath. So you're going to breathe in through your nose, hold, breathe out through your nose, and then hold. And each of those breaths, you are going to try and keep the same length. And when I say going to try and keep, just do what you can and listen to your body. Because as with all meditations, I can give you the format, but if it doesn't work for you, adjust it slightly. You're a sovereign being, listen to your body, you know what you're doing. And also, if you get a bit confused with this, just keep practicing, because you will eventually get the rhythm, and then you'll really get what's happening. So you're breathing in. Let's say for a count of 3, breathing in 2, 3 through your nose, hold 2, 3, breathing out through your nose 2, 3, hold 2, 3. Right, what you're going to do now is on the in breath, you are not just going to breathe in air, but you are going to make a conscious decision. You're going to set your intention to breathe in pneuma. So other people call that prana or energy or life force. You're going to breathe in pneuma through your nose, down your body, down that thread, and you're going to allow it to land at your perineum, at the base chakra. Okay? So you're breathing in 2, 3 through your nose, and it lands at the perineum. And then on the next pause, you're going to hold it there in your mind's eye at the perineum. 1, 2, 3. And then on the out breath, you are going to breathe out through your nose and imagine that you are sucking up energy from the Earth star in the middle of the earth, all the way up that golden thread of light, and you're going to allow it to land at your perineum. And as you're sucking up and breathing out, you are going to squeeze your intrinsic muscles. So you're sucking up and squeezing earth energy from the middle of the earth up, up, up until it lands at your perineum. And then on the next hold, you're going to hold it there with your focused attention. Okay? So I'm going to say that all again, and then I'm going to go through it with you 2 or 3 times so you can really grasp it, and then you're going to have to go away and practice it, because that's what we all have to do. Okay, so you're going to breathe in energy through your nose down the middle of your body, let it land at your perineum. Then you're going to hold it at your perineum. Then you're going to suck up earth energy from the middle of the earth as if through a straw up, letting it arrive into your perineum and squeezing your intrinsic muscles. And then you're going to hold it there. Okay? So now I'm just going to talk you through it for 2 or 3 rounds and just try and see how you go. And if you're on a different rhythm from me or you're going slower, that's absolutely fine. So we're going to begin. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to shut your eyes. You're going to connect to the Earth and Stella stars. So you imagine that far above you is a golden ball of light called the Stella star, the divine energy of the Father. And dropping down from that star is a golden thread of light, and it drops down, 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 until it arrives at the crown of your head. And then it's going to melt into your body, following its downward path through the center of your body, arriving at your perineum, and it's going to come out of your perineum, continuing on its downward path right to the middle of the earth, where it's going to meet another golden ball of light called the Earth Star, the divine mother energy. And you, as the child, the divine child, are held between them. And when you're ready, you're going to set an intention to sip energy from the earth. So breathing in and out through your nose, you're going to begin. You're going to breathe in 2, 3, energy from the air down your body, letting it land at your perineum. Then you're going to hold it there at your perineum. 2, 3. Then you're going to breathe out through your nose and suck up energy from the Earth Star as if through a straw, and squeezing your muscles till it lands at your perineum. 2, 3. And then you're going to hold it at your perineum. 1, 2, 3. Breathing in pneuma through your nose, down your body, landing at your perineum. 2, 3. Holding it there with your focused mind. 2, 3. Breathing out through your nose, sucking up energy from the Earth Star as if through a straw to your perineum and squeezing. 2, 3. And then holding it there with your focused intent. 2, 3. Breathing in pneuma down your body, landing at your perineum. 2, 3. Holding it there. 2, 3. Sucking up earth energy and squeezing to your perineum. 2, 3. And holding it there. 2, 3. And just letting that go and opening your eyes. So as you can see, it's quite complicated in the beginning, but as with anything, once you keep practicing it, you'll get a rhythm, and then you're really going to notice the energy coming into your body, and you'll know you're doing it right because you're going to begin to feel a tingling at your perineum, and that's letting you know that the energy is beginning to build up in your base chakra and you're doing it right. And obviously, I can't remember if I said this at the beginning of the video or not, it's better and easier to do this sitting up if you can, if your body allows you to, or even standing up as I am doing now, because it just gives you that, that connection with the earth and Stella star, and it allows your imagination to sort of grasp it much more easily. So there you are, that is earth sipping. And what I do is I do that for at least between 1 and 3 minutes every single day. So I set myself up between the earth and Stella star, and then I earth sip, and then I begin my normal meditation practices. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it, and I hope it brings you many, many health benefits. And if you have any questions about the technique, please just leave me a comment on my YouTube channel, and I will endeavour to get back to you as fast as possible. Thanks for listening.